So there's been some skepticism about the accuracy, or I guess maybe it's the precision of my Husky digital protractor here. I'm the first to admit this is not a high precision instrument, although it's always done pretty well by me. It's just convenient more than anything. But I'll show you just a quick demo here. So I'll square it up between a couple of 1, 2, 3 blocks, zero it, and then we'll use it to measure the angle on one side of this 1, 2, 3 block here. See, we're getting 90 exactly, which is good. That's what I would expect. I don't have too many other things that are very square. I've got a V block here. It's got a little chamfer, but I think it'll still work. So there we are, still at 90. And then I've got a Fireball tool square, which I use for quite a bit of fab work. I hope it's close to square. Looks like we're right at 90 there too. That's good. And just to show you that this thing isn't frozen at 90, here's a piece of 1/4 inch plate that I cut with my bandsaw. And I know my bandsaw's off by a little bit. So yeah, here you go. 89.6, about 0.4 degrees shy of 90. So what started all this was a discussion of a Swanson speed square. So here's the square in question. And I'll try to do a little test. I have to figure out how I'm going to do this, where I can show you the external measurement on this speed square. It's actually dead on. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. It's 90 degrees. The problem is not the outside. The problem is this inside surface here. There's some sort of blemish or flaw. So when I line this up like this, I get pretty close, 89.9, not too bad. But when I flip this thing over on the other side and try to do the same measurement, I get a much different angle, 90.4 in this case. And as someone mentioned, here you go, there's 89.4 that I showed earlier, I think in the picture. So someone said there looks to be a gap right here. And you're right, there is a gap right here, but that's because it's lining up right here. If instead I squeeze it right here, it causes it to jump the other way, and it's greater than 90. If I pinch it here, it shrinks back down and it's less than 90. So there's some sort of imperfection on this surface right in here that's causing it not to read properly. And when you put it on the edge of a piece of wood and slam it up against the side of it, it's in one of those two positions. And depending on where you squeeze it, your line is either going to be crooked in one direction or the other. So it's not terrible. And for woodworking, it's probably fine. But that's all the evidence I have. Thank you.